progress. Let me get to a couple of other things. I got this lovely card. I got a card from George Mallet from Rochester, Minnesota. And George Mallet, because Carol looked him up, George Mallet, and he even talked about this, was a political reporter and a news anchor at a variety of places, including Milwaukee and including Vermont, some southern stations. And now I guess, I don't know that he's retired, but he's living in Rochester, Minnesota. And he's a listener, an obvious loyal listener, and it's a beautiful, beautiful note card. And he has painted on the front of it it looks like watercolor, right, Michael?
Yes, it is.
Watercolor. And it says Sunrise Mallet 2021. And he says in it, it is a summer sunrise at Rehoboth Beach. Perhaps that is you and the dog in the foreground. I grew up in Delaware. Indeed, he went to the University of Delaware. Speaking of Delaware, I covered Joe Biden during the Iowa caucuses. You'll be glad to know that he called my mother during one of those interviews to wish her a happy 90th birthday. Thankfully, she had her hearing aids in and had finished cutting the grass. I thought that was very funny. They talked about Delaware. He said, I probably should confess right now that I drive a Subaru Crosstrek with a manual transmission, but my other car is a Honda. Perhaps you've seen it, as I often leave it parked outside your house. It's
great email.
It's really, really good. It's written. It's a handwritten note. And what I would like, and I assume he's listening, and I talked about this with Carol last night, what I would love, not even like, what I would love, is if you painted that painting for me a little bit larger so that I could put it in a frame and I could put it behind me on the PTI set. And I would. Because it's beautiful. And then I'd hang it in the beach house. Right, Michael? That's your suggestion. It's beautiful.
Yeah. So
George
the
Mallet's
shadow
beautiful.
that is supposed to be Tony and Chessie, the X brings it right to the center of the painting. And from afar, it actually has a very, West Coast surfer feel to it.
Yeah, it does. It does. Johnny O could use this as a new logo. It's really nice. Anyway, George, think about it. Don't have to do it, but it would make me very happy and proud to do that, to display it. A couple of things, a couple of deaths.